Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors, working on my speed. And that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Go.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
We welcome you in. Bishop Dwenger High School is the site for Summit Athletic Conference doubleheader basketball action here to begin 2026. Carroll 5-5, Bishop Dwenger 3-5, but both teams 1-1 in the conference standings so far this season. For SummitCitySports.com, live on YouTube and the IHSAA Champions Network, I'm Jared Matheny alongside Caden Linder. Mason Vogel will be running our camera in game number 2 as well. If you just joined us, girls game finished up with Carroll defeating Bishop Dwenger 58-30. And this boys game, Caden, feels like it's going to be a little bit closer than that throughout. Two teams who feel like they're right in the middle of the SAC this season.
Well, you got to talk about Bishop Dwenger first, led by George Pori and Tommy Kaufman. George is just a scorer, man. He's got smooth handles. He's able to break down defenders, and his vision to set up teammates is unbelievable. And he's got this nice, deadly three-point shot that is just going to get you right off your nose. And Tommy Kaufman, he's grown around the game his entire life. His dad's a head coach at Purdue Fort Wayne, and he's just kind of the kind of teammate that you want to be around. And the formula is all about pace, precision, and poise. It's a guard-driven team, not a lot of size for this Bishop Dwenger squad led by Pori, Luke Dykusen, and Tommy Kaufman. Three guys who can all shoot it, and they can put a real pressure on Carroll's defense that's still searching for consistency. But like I said, the Saints team is very undersized, but that can actually work to their advantage. They want to play this game in space. They want to spread the floor, attack the gaps, and force Carroll's bigger bodies to defend laterally and then punish any overhelp with kick-out threes. And don't forget, this is year 2 for Brandon O'Leary. You can see the identity forming, and the ball movement is sharper, the decision-making is cleaner, and the confidence in those guards is growing. If Dwenger can dictate that tempo, though, and stay connected defensively, they got a real shot to win this game today.
Yeah, you talk about the thing of being undersized, and if Bishop Dwenger is going to be undersized, it does feel like then for Carroll, Brody Fisher has to be the answer throughout the course of this game. We'll see that if that is the case. Second-year head coach Brandon O'Leary, second-year head coach at Carroll in Chris Benedict, 16-21 now in his second season. He's in his 34th year overall as a head coach, with a majority of that time being spent at Columbia City. Last time out for both these teams, Carroll defeated Center Grove to round out their tournament at Homestead, going 1-2. They won by 5 points over Center Grove. Dwenger fell to New Haven the last time out. And again, both these teams look to play about the same pace. Carroll's pace will be a little bit slower than what Bishop Dwenger will want to do. Saints averaging 47 points per contest compared to 51 points per game for Carroll. SAC standings coming into tonight. Southside unbeaten at the top of the conference at 3-0. They're also 12-0 on the season. Homestead unbeaten in the SAC at 2-0. And then Snyder 2-1. Carroll, Dwenger, Lewers, and Wayne all 1-1 in the SAC so far this year. Concordia, Northside, and Northrop are the bottom feeders, so to speak, in the conference, at least in the first 2 games so far this year. But you kind of mentioned it, Caden. It feels like for this Bishop Dwenger group, going through the trials and tribulations of last season of just winning one game, but then being in the game in the sectional, forcing overtime against East Noble, maybe started what we're seeing this year for this Dwenger group. And it does feel like they've kind of learned the system for Coach O'Leary, and now they're trying to put it into practice, and it's looking better as the season progresses.
Well, O'Leary brought back 3 of the starters that he had last year, and Zach Lehrman, George Pori, and Tommy Kaufman. But I want to dive into this Carroll team, Brody Fisher, and then the story tonight, Jack Van Order. He was a little bit of a question if he was going to play tonight, but he looks like he's going to. And he's 6'2", shooting 45% from the field, 33% from 3. And Brody Fisher at 6'5", shooting 46% and from the field and doing most of his damage around the rim. But defensively, it's all about discipline. Dwenger loves to grind possessions. And like you mentioned, it's Carroll is going to play a little bit slower, but Carroll's just got to stay locked in, limit second chance looks, and turn stops into the tempo. If the Chargers can control the pace to keep the floor space on the other end, they give themselves to win this game, but it's going to be the battle of size. Does Carroll have enough steam up front? And then if Dwenger can't get those threes to fall and stay locked in. But very interesting matchup between these two.
Let's meet the starters for these two teams. First for Carroll, Jack Van Order, who we just mentioned, number 15, Miles Herring, as well as the 6'1" sophomore, number 22, Carter Middleton, 6'3" senior, number 25, Dom Kiefrel, and then the guy we've talked about a little bit as well, 6'6" senior, number 51, Brody Fisher. If Carroll does have an advantage on the inside, it's going to be up to Fisher to take advantage of it for Carroll here on this Friday night. Now to the other side to meet the starters for the Saints of Bishop Dwenger, who are led again by second-year head coach Brandon O'Leary. 4-27 overall record for O'Leary, but 3-5 this season, and most importantly, 1-1 in the SAC, trying to get above 500 in the conference standings with a win here tonight. Starters for Bishop Dwenger: 6'1" junior, number 4, George Pori. And Kane, you mentioned it, Pori, the guy they're going to look to try and get the scoring started for Bishop Dwenger.
Yeah, he's got an excellent three-point shot. His last outing, 33 points. And, yeah, he's going to be the main focus of the offense, as well as Lucas Dykusen and Tommy Kaufman. A lot of guard play for the Saints team, as well as they're undersized. But I'll be interested to see between Kaufman, Dykusen, and Pori here today.
Zach Lehrman also in the starting lineup, 6'4" junior. And then K.C. Piper, senior, 6'1", rounds out the lineup for Bishop Dwenger. Before we get started, want to remind you that the Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. You can enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at the Big Eyed Fish. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years to help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. Let's tip this one off. It's Lehrman and Fisher in the middle. Boys basketball from Bishop Dwenger High School. Glad that you are with us. Ready to tip it off as officials checking in. They're good to go. Fisher wins the opening tilt. Carroll with the basketball to begin things tonight at Bishop Dwenger. Early season contest in the SAC here on the boys' side of things.
Man-to-man defense for Bishop Dwenger to look so far.
Jack Van Order, 13 points per game, kicks out Carter Middleton the 3 off the iron and out, and Lehrman's there for the defensive rebound.
See what Bishop Dwenger does here on their first possession. They're going to look to get down wide open for an easy three-point or mid-range shot, not looking down low, but we'll see what happens.
First initial look goes inside. It was stripped free from Piper, but will stay underneath with the Saints. Just 34 seconds into this game. Bishop Dwenger inbounding underneath their own bucket.
Along with basketball, we got a football matchup here tonight between the Hoosiers and the Ducks. We'll keep score of that one as well.
Keep you updated throughout the course of our broadcast. A takeaway, and Miles Herring spins his way inside, lays it through with the right hand. You know, initially when we were talking about Van Order maybe being out, I thought, man, Miles Herring's going to have a big night if that's the case. That's a good start for him.
Agreed, and Lehrman just a little too slow to get back there. Try to get a hand on it, but nice play right there from Herring and the Chargers.
Downhill drive, Kaufman, pass out, good look from 3, and Bishop Dwenger strikes back.
Look at that flashy pass right there from Tommy Kaufman, finding a wide open Luke Dykusen for 3, and Saints on top early.
Dykusen knocks down the triple. There's Jack Van Order. Back for Miles Herring. This Carroll group won a sectional last year in 4A and then fell to Homestead in the regional at Logansport. Bring back a lot of that group from last season. Van Order straight to the rack and lays it up and in.
Yeah, we thought he might not play tonight, but he's having a presence. He's having his presence felt early here so far.
Other side, 3, and there's the man you talked about, Caden Pori from distance.
Yeah, he's going to be doing that a lot tonight. Him and Dykusa, just keep your eye on out for number 20 and number 4.
And that is something you can hang your hat on if you're Bishop Dwenger. Shooting the ball from the outside as a takeaway for the Saints defense. Up the floor, another 3. This one off the mark from Dykusen. And then a reach-in foul as Lehrman got a little too aggressive, and Bishop Dwenger cannot afford to lose him in this game with his height inside.
Yeah, you mentioned about height. The past couple seasons, they've had those big guys down low, and Preston Ross and Caleb Lehrman. Now, those two are all playing college football and college basketball, so Lehrman's got to step up. He is the tallest on the team, so we'll see what he does here tonight against Brody Fisher. It's going to be a tough matchup.
Caleb Lehrman staying in the city, playing at Indiana Tech now as Middleton. Good look on the back door. Middleton ties us up at 6. Dom Kieferl on the assist.
Looks like both squads going with some man-to-man defense here early. We'll see how it translates in this game and see if any switch-ups need to be made. But Dwenger with a nice start, Carroll with a nice start. We'll see who gets the stop first.
Pori lost the ball, and Middleton collects it 94 feet from his bucket. He'll push it up the floor for Carroll. Inside, Brody Fisher sends it out. Middleton, 3, 2 open. Offensive rebound for Van Order.
Just crashed a little too hard on the rim. Got an easy rebound for the Chargers.
Fisher, mid-range jumper, doesn't fall. 2 pretty good looks there for Carroll. Lehrman, head of steam into Fisher. Snuck through and lays it in.
Nice work right there from Zach Lehrman. Slithering his way right through Brody Fisher, getting a nice bucket to go, and Saints on top right now.
4.5 minutes, first quarter. 2-point lead for Bishop Dwenger. Miles Herring, Fisher fighting inside with Lehrman. They'll get it down to him. Fisher, reverse lay-in of his own, plus the foul. And an and one opportunity coming for the Chargers.
Yeah, nice work right there from Brody Fisher, just working his way on Zach Lehrman. He's got a little bit more of a size to him and just reverses that layup back in and gets the and one call. Chance for a 3-point play.
Substitution for Bishop Dwenger, Lewis Morris in for the first time. Fisher at the line for an and one free throw. Comes the 4th Charger already to record a point. He's got 3 of them, and Carroll retakes the advantage at 9-8.
Fisher averaging about 11 points per game, and he's off to a nice start here early for Carroll.
Monzer, Omar, Lincoln Powell, both at the scorer's table for the Chargers. Coming up on the midway point of the first quarter. Good game so far. Kaufman, triple threat position, gives it up. Now they go inside, and Van Order altered the pass. Loose ball was picked up by Piper and then eventually turned over. Miles Herring spins it to Van Order. Van Order into the paint, slides through, and draws the foul. Those are the plays that make him dangerous.
Yep, that is what Carroll's going to want to do all night. Work inside, try to draw these fouls, get the 2 points. And if you're Bishop Dwenger, you have to adapt to that, as well as watch out for the 3-point shot from Van Order.
Yeah, he's able to get play inside and out. Van Order's first free throw is through. Monzer Omar, Lincoln Powell, both in for the first time.
You look at the last time these two teams met, Carroll beat Bishop Dwenger 54-28. Dwenger only shooting 31% from the field, Carroll shooting 62%. It's looking like a different ball game here in the second time these two have met.
Yeah, that game at the Charger Fieldhouse, and it does feel a lot different, even in the early going for Bishop Dwenger and Carroll this year. Much more evenly matched than last season. Pori finds Kaufman. He'll go in towards Piper, and Omar grabbed him. And that'll be the first team foul of the quarter on Carroll. 3:27 left in the first. Bishop Dwenger basketball underneath.
Carroll shooting 45% from the field as a team, 34% from three on the season.
And Herring with a partial block as that one was floated up by Piper.
I liked what I've seen defensively from both teams so far. The man-to-man seems to be working. Just who's going to be able to find a way past this defense?
Fisher in the paint, and one again for Brody Fisher.
That's what they're going to want to do all night long. Brody Fisher just working in on Zach Lehrman. Got to find a way to stop him tonight if you're going to want to be able to win this game.
Call that foul on Tommy Kaufman, actually, and that's his second personal. So a little bit of foul trouble for Bishop Dwenger in this game. Fisher misses the and one opportunity. 3 minutes left in the opening quarter. Pori, get it back, thought about firing. Piper going left, Kaufman down to the baseline, nearly traveled, sends it out. Pori, well contested on the three, doesn't matter.
An absolute unit from the three-point line. George Pori's been doing it all season, continues to do it here tonight.
Into Fisher, quick pass out, Van Order, top of the key, three, nothing but twine. Jack Van Order responds with a three of his own off the make from Pori.
Yeah, you say respond. If Dwenger's going to have some points on the board, you can't allow Carroll to just respond right back. We'll see what Dwenger does to adjust defensively.
Kaufman spins it towards the corner, and this one is out of bounds. Last touch by Bishop Dwenger. 2:06 first quarter. Subs for the Saints. Tommy Dykehusen is back in. And number 11, Henry Jordan, on the floor for the first time. 4 team fouls on Bishop Dwenger, and we've already got points in the IU Oregon game. We'll update you on that momentarily.
IU strikes first, 7-0 if this extra point goes through, and it does.
I did not see how the Hoosiers scored there, as this foul coming on.
I believe it was Roman Hemby with a rushing touchdown, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I think we got a defensive score here, Caden.
That might have been a pick six. That might be D'Angelo Pons.
It was. Yeah, D'Angelo Pons, 23-yard pick six. Hoosiers on the board first in the first 20 seconds of the game, as Dante Moore was intercepted. 16-12. Pori, second free throw. Hit them both. So Pori's got 8 of the 13 points for Bishop Dwenger.
If you're Carroll, you got to find a way to stop that man. He's going to be able to shoot the ball all night long on you.
1:45 first quarter. Powell into the corner for Herring. He'll let it fly and connect.
Carroll's just responding right back. That's what they're going to be able to do all night. Bishop Dwenger's got to find an answer defensively.
Pori, rather, that was not Pori, it was Dykehusen, Tommy Dykehusen. He got a second chance at it. 1 for 2, they'll take that.
They will indeed. Both these Dykehusen twins can both shoot the three, and Dwenger's cutting back.
Final minute of the first quarter. 3-point game, higher scoring than expected so far. Van Order, left lane line, good finish with the left hand.
Van Order making that one just look too easy, working in on Tommy Dykehusen down low, and just lays it in with the left hand.
Pori's three doesn't go. Fisher defensive rebound. Looking for some help, and Herring picked it up. Cole Lambert in the game as Middleton is at the scorer's table waiting to check in potentially for Carroll. Down to 25 seconds left in the first. Fisher for Van Order. 20 seconds. Lambert back out to Fisher. Reset. Carroll wants the final shot of the first. 10 seconds. Jack Van Order for Lincoln Powell. Down to 5. Powell gotta go. 3 seconds and 2. Powell on the drive. Drew the contact. And Lincoln Powell's going to shoot 2 free throws to end this first quarter.
We've seen this so far from Carroll. They're just going to work inside on the Saints, try to draw the foul, get to the line to shoot 2. And that's what's been working as they do have the lead, looking to extend.
We'll put 0.3 back on the clock, so not officially the end of the third yet. Lincoln Powell with 2 free throws. And missed on the first attempt. Chargers now 3 for 5 at the line. Second free throw for Powell. He goes 1 for 2. And no shot at the end of this first quarter. Chargers lead the Saints after 1, 22-16. Carroll in front. Bishop Dwenger basketball when we return.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
22-16, Carroll leads Bishop Dwenger as we get ready for the start of the second quarter. Jaron Matheny, Caden Linder, glad to be with you. Mason Vogelweed running our camera. IU football leads Oregon 7-0. Early first quarter action at the Peach Bowl. Caden, thing that's impressed you the most so far with Bishop Dwenger in this game?
Well, they're shooting the ball at a high level, just they haven't found an answer defensively so far. We'll see what they do start the second half coming out of the break.
Good find. Pori with the feed, but couldn't get the finish from Piper.
They just got to find an answer for Brody Fisher and Van Order right now, but they're shooting the ball at a high level, playing good offense. Just got to find an answer defensively.
Deflected ball, and Morris ends up coming down with it for Bishop Dwenger. Henry Jordan finds Pori. He's got 8 of the 16 so far for Dwenger. Rather, that's not Pori. That's getting my 4s and 5s mixed up with these light jerseys. Here's Pori at the top of the key. Piper, head fake from Pori. Out left to touch for Tommy Dykehusen. Good ball movement from Dwenger on this long offensive possession. Jordan backs it up.
Good defense right now from Carroll. Good ball movement from the Saints. Who's going to strike first?
This is the battle people love because there's no shot clock at Indiana high school basketball. You get possessions like this, and the diehard IU basketball fans, or Indiana basketball fans, I should say, will argue that you don't need a shot clock. Why not have a 90-second possession? Some of us may feel a little bit differently than that. Turnover to end that one in a 6-point game. Middleton, Van Order, Fisher, Kiefrel, and Lambert, the 5 out there for Carroll. Lambert moved it to the right side, and Jack Van Order hits another 3. Van Order filling up the score sheet right now. He's already into double figures.
Number 14 for the Saints, Max Jordan, making his return after a shoulder injury he sustained in the state championship game against Roncalli, but he's making his return here tonight.
Talk about a physical presence on the inside potentially for Bishop Dwenger that they've been missing out on. As Jordan, you can still see on that right arm, taped up a little bit. He's got the bandages up high towards the shoulder, but he's gutting this one out as Dwenger did not turn it over. It was partially touched by Carroll on the way out. 5:55 second quarter. Chargers leading by 9.
Oregon putting together a nice little drive right now, looking to respond back after the pick 6. Nice catch by Jordan James.
Dykehusen off for Max Jordan. Here's Pori, 3, well contested by Fisher. Offensive rebound, Henry Jordan, and 1.
Nice play right there from Henry Jordan, the senior quarterback for the state team. But yeah, Henry Jordan is a baller coming back to basketball, and he's a shooter, man. This is a nice game for him. And the Saints get to the line for an and one opportunity.
So the and one free throw upcoming and good for Henry Jordan. It is a 6-point Charger lead. 5:35 and the clock winding in the second quarter. Middleton moves it right. More of a zone look defensively now from Bishop Dwenger. Van Order in the far corner. And Carroll feels the same way that we saw with Bishop Dwenger on their opening possession of this quarter. Carroll will hold it forever if they want to. Van Order, corner, got a good look? No. Middleton trying to force a loose ball on the rebound, and he'll be charged with a reach in.
Yeah, Carroll's playing a little bit slower than the Saints were expecting. Saints trying to play a little bit faster. But some good defense from Carroll and the Saints so far. It's still a close game between these two. We'll see who comes out on top.
So closing in now on the final 5 minutes of the first half. Piper fed inside for Jordan. Max Jordan's turnaround doesn't drop. And Carroll resetting.
Long stalled out offensive possessions like these can turn into some major points that will play a huge factor in this game. We've seen it so far from both teams.
Herring open look from 3. No, but a good find by Dom Kiefrel to get him that open shot. Pori for Dykehusen, he gives up to Jordan. Piper against Kiefrel, went to the left hand, no. Offensive rebound for Max Jordan, sends it out. Jumper for Pori, that doesn't drop either, and Brody Fisher snags a rebound midway through the second quarter. Carroll leads by 6. After a very high-scoring opening quarter, both offenses have calmed down a little bit. And maybe it's both defenses settling in, too.
Could be that as well, but your Bishop Dwenger got to hit that shot on that last drive to ease back into the second quarter.
Offensive foul. Van Order runs in to Casey Piper, who is planted underneath. Offensive foul on Van Order, his first. That's the 4th team foul on Carroll in this quarter. We saw it the other way with 5 team fouls on Dwenger in the first quarter on the other side. So both teams struggling a little bit in the foul department.
That's how it's going to be in boys basketball. They're a little bit more physical down here.
And we saw Tommy Kaufman, one of those guys with some foul trouble. He's got 2 personals, but he comes back in for Bishop Dwenger. 3.5 to play in the first half. Jordan, 3 ball. Doesn't go. Van Order and Middleton go back and forth. Middleton started at the end of his freshman year last year for the Chargers. Kieferl, face up, baseline, sends it out. Van Order, extra pass. Middleton, the three. Good ball movement, but no points for Carroll.
Yeah, I had Dwenger a little bit confused and left him wide open for an easy three-point play. Just have to connect on the three-point shot.
Thing about Coach Benedict is he won't be upset with the miss. It's all about getting that look. Got a couple of coaches in the area who have a similar style to Coach Benedict. Slow things down and utilize the fact that there is not a shot clock to find a good shot. Jordan, wide open, you're right, but Fisher got over to alter the shot. That was point blank for Jordan.
Got to be able to answer that one if you want to cut into this lead for the Chargers. See what they do to match that defensively.
Pretty quiet student section over here on the right side as well for Bishop Dwenger. It's full for the most part, but it's just been quiet. Middleton, corner pocket. Oh, too strong. Couple of bounces off the iron. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
Saints have done a nice job defensively in the second half, just haven't translated it into points so far. We'll see what they can do here on this offensive possession to cut down into this lead for Carroll.
Pori gave it up. Kaufman sends it out. Look from three for Piper, no, but Jordan with the extra effort, giving Bishop Dwenger some extra chances here potentially. The Saints will go to the bench again. Will Schreiner comes in. A little bit of everything for Bishop Dwenger.
Just trying to throw off this Carroll team right now. Trying to get him confused, get points, and Dwenger's trying to cut back into this lead. Had a nice first quarter, just a little bit off task right now.
Kieferl turned it over. Pori drives in. Herring stayed straight up and came up with the stop, and then Schreiner ends up with a personal foul as Kieferl grabbed the loose ball rebound. It looks like Coach Benedict has seen enough. He wants to talk things over here. Out on the floor for the Chargers. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll update you on the college football game here in just a moment. At Ottmiller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process. From bid to build, visit OttmillerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. And if you're looking for specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration, turn to the experts at TJW Industrial. Find them on Freedom Way or online, tjwindustrial.com. Oregon answers. We are tied at 7 in the Peach Bowl. Minute 10 left in the first half. Charger basketball trailing by 6. Or leading by 6, excuse me. Fisher, corner, no. And the long rebound is corralled by Schreiner. We're inside the final minute.
Snyder has the lead over Northrop, 48-32 in the fourth quarter.
Well, looking for a doubleheader sweep potentially there for the Panthers. Van Order, foot in the ground, now backs it out for Middleton. Chargers more than likely going to hold this ball for the final 35 seconds to take the last shot.
Here's an interesting score I'd say for you. Homestead has the lead over Southside, 33-25.
Ooh, okay. So Southside with some work to do against the Spartans on their home floor. Down Reichert Gymnasium tonight. Kieferl kicks out. Good look for Middleton from 3, and he buries it. Chargers up by 9.
Yeah, Carroll's getting these high percentage looks right now on the Saints defense.
Kaufman lets it fly. Off the mark. Middleton rebound. This shot will not count. And that is how the first half comes to a close. Entertaining first half, but ultimately Carroll able to knock down a few more outside shots.
Yeah, the Saints had a nice first quarter to start, but just kind of lost it defensively in the second quarter. Carroll had some nice shots going for him in that second quarter, but if you're Dwenger, they'll let off the gas once again. But you got to play well defensively, get those offensive shots to fall. I like what I've seen from both teams. Excited for the second half.
Jack Van Order, the leading scorer in this one. Carroll leads by 9 at the break. We're going to take an extended timeout. We'll come back in about 7 minutes.
From the PSM Sports Therapy, and I have a message for college athletes. Don't let an injury slow you down while you're home from the holidays. At PSM Sports Therapy, we know athletes, and our team specializes in treating them. Whether you are recovering from surgery, dealing with a nagging injury, or just want to make sure your body is right for your upcoming season, take advantage of your break and schedule your sessions today. That way you can get back to campus feeling stronger than before. Check out our website at psmsports.com or call us at 260-266-4007 to get scheduled.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Club Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here with PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game is so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Go.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Indiana loses.
28-19, Carroll leads Bishop Dwenger here at the halftime break. We welcome you back to Bishop Dwenger High School, SummitCitySports.com. We're live on YouTube as well as the IHSAA Champions Network. Jared Matheny, Caden Linder, glad to be with you. 28-19 at the break. We've seen good play from Jack Van Order and George Pori, really the main two guys at the guard position today for both teams that have kind of led the way, at least for the first 16 minutes, Caden.
Yeah, Bishop Dwenger so far had a nice first quarter defensively, but they kind of slimmed down. But if you want to come back to this game, you got to rely on your guards and Luke Dykes and Tommy Kaufman, George Pori, and Zach Lehrman's going to have to step up. He's got a big, tough matchup tonight against Brody Fisher. And, of course, he's had a nice start to this game, as well as Jack Van Order, who we thought who wasn't going to play tonight. But Carroll shooting the ball well in the second quarter, had a tough first quarter, but two evenly matched teams. Carroll's just had the better game so far. I'm excited to see what Dwenger's done to come out in this second half, and we should have a fun contest here to start.
Yeah, trying to change up the momentum a little bit in the second half for Bishop Dwenger. And I believe it will be Carroll basketball to begin the third quarter. Don't forget the 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. And earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge Training Program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. Tonight's broadcast of Indiana High School boys and girls basketball is being brought to you by Summit City Sports. You can follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hoosier fans subscribing to Omar Cooper, who just scored for IU on the 8-yard touchdown reception for Cooper. Hoosiers lead Oregon 13-7, point after pending, with 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. You can enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at the Big Eyed Fish. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years to help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Otweiler Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process. From bid to build, visit OtweilerContracting.com. And finally, Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. 28-19. Dwenger trails Carroll to begin the third quarter on this Friday night, early 2026. It is Charger basketball to begin the second half of play. Jared Matheny, Caden Linder, glad to be with you here on Summit City Sports. Mason Vogelweed right on our camera. We do have final scores from girls basketball tonight. Bishop Luers defeated Concordia 58-51. Wayne over Northside 43-29. Snyder defeated Northrop 49-48. Carroll defeating Dwenger 58-30. And Homestead big over Southside 86-22. We'll get you some boys basketball updates as well throughout the course of this evening.
I got one for you. Snyder 63, Northrop 49 in the fourth quarter.
Okay, so Snyder looking like they're going to go to 3-1 in the SAC.
Actually, that one just went final, 67-55.
So Panthers get the win. Congrats to head coach Josh Raikkonen on another victory as we get the third quarter underway here at Bishop Dwenger. Jack Van Order has been the leading scorer for Carroll this season. He's the leading scorer in this game for the Chargers. Herring dumps baseline. Fisher spins it back out. Kiefroll inside. Fisher turns. Left hand, no. And the loose ball rebound is grabbed by Lehrman.
Luers has the advantage over Concordia 20-11 with 6:18 left in the second quarter.
So still not even halftime at Luers tonight. Lehrman draws the foul and is headed to the line for 2 free throws here for Zach Lehrman.
And then Homestead's got a 10-point lead, 43-33 over the Southside Archers.
And that game into the second half?
That is in the third quarter.
Third quarter, okay. So we'll keep our eyes closely peeled to that one. Thanks to Caden for running through the scores here. Lehrman hits the first.
Nice night of basketball for Indiana High School and the SAC Conference.
Absolutely. And some other big games on the boys' side tonight that we just didn't get to in our pregame report because the two games were so close to one another. Outside look, and the 3-ball drops. Bishop Dwenger with 4 points on that possession.
That's a nice start if you're the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Cuts the lead down to 5, and we got ourselves a ball game.
Luke Dykhusen nails that 3 for Bishop Dwenger. Saints clapping along on the bench and with the JV team behind the bench. Van Order in the middle of the zone. Floats it out. Brody Fisher, 3. Off the iron. And Kaufman comes away with it.
You mentioned zone. Dwenger keeping that zone coverage that they've been having in the second quarter. And seems to be working so far early.
Yeah, I mean, man-to-man to start the game, it was 22-16 after the first. 28-19 at the half. I think both defenses have kind of settled down finally in this game after a raucous start to it.
Now you just got to answer offensively with those points.
Van Order for Middleton. Work the ball around the arc again if you're Carroll. 2 minutes off the clock in the third. Van Order back for Herring. Omar at the scorer's table. Kiefroll, right wing 3. Online, buries it.
Yeah, nice shot right there for Carroll, and that's what's going to win in this game. If Dwenger can hang on defensively, stop those threes. Although they do have Brody Fisher down low, if they do get are able to contain that.
And just a little bit too much on the body there from Kiefroll. As Piper driving inside. Second team foul on the Chargers. Got a substitution. That's Monzer Omar and Henry Jordan, both wearing number 11, checking in. Jordan pass into the corner. Pori bounced it off. Gets it back and hands off to Lehrman. As we just talked about it, both teams a lot more patient offensively in this game after the first quarter. Dykusen spins it inside. Piper bounces it out. Lehrman still being patient. 5 minutes to go, third quarter.
This is what it's all about, these long offensive possessions, and Dwenger's just trying to find the right shot that will get him some points.
Who will win this battle? Ultimately, more than a minute coming off the clock on this possession. Jordan backs it out again. Good defense for Carroll, patient offense from Bishop Dwenger. Jordan for Lehrman. Fisher poked it free.
Nice defense from Carroll right now. They're just playing this contain, and yeah, Dwenger's still trying to find that shot right now, but very good defense from Carroll.
A suffocating defensive possession right now from the Chargers. Coach Benedict will be happy. Dykusen's three doesn't go. Not going to be happy about that. Piper an extra chance or two. And then Fisher, the last one down the floor with it. Ahead to Van Order.
Yeah, Saints unable to connect on that possession. Let's see what they do here defensively.
Herring, Middleton, Omar back to Middleton. We are midway through the third quarter.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get a similar taste of what just happened last possession.
Fisher held on to it. And now, I mean, you're looking at the scoreboard. Yeah, we got 12 minutes to play in this game, but possessions all of a sudden at a premium here in the second half.
Yeah, it's going to come down to who can get the high percentage shot first. And, yeah, no team able to get that one to fall on both those long possessions.
Well, we had about 2.5 minutes come off the clock in two possessions there for these two teams. Chris Benedict will love that, though. Dykusen, corner pocket.
That's a huge one for Luke Dykusen. That's two already in this second half, and he's off to a nice hot start.
So Dykusen, 9 points for him. 3 minutes to go in the third. And these units have been on the floor for a long time together, too. Van Order, baseline, walled off, back out up high, 2:45 and counting. Fisher, good positioning on the right block. Too easy for Brody Fisher there.
Yeah, just working on Zach Lehrman again. It's the size that's the mismatch for Brody Fisher, and he's able to work inside, get the bucket to go.
Pori, high arcing three, front iron, offensive rebound for Henry Jordan.
Yeah, they're going to continue to work against this clock.
Down to 2:05 in the third. Lehrman drives right lane line into the paint, but looks like we've got an offensive foul coming on the push-off.
Good defense so far from both teams. I like what I'm seeing from Carroll. I like what I'm seeing from Dwenger. It's just going to be able who can capitalize on the offensive side.
Lincoln Powell back in. Lehrman got charged with his third personal foul. Lambert's also on, and Omar's going to check out. It's a long time on the floor right now for Brody Fisher, Miles Herring, and Jack Van Order. None of them have come out of this game. And then on the other side for the Saints, Dykusen, Pori, Lehrman, they've all been in the game the entire third quarter.
Those are your best players. You got to keep them on the floor for a reason, as we'll see Tommy Kaufman come back in right now.
Lambert looking for some help, finds Powell. .140 third quarter. Powell inside to Herring. He wasn't quite ready for it. Skip pass. Lambert finds Fisher. He'll let it go and hit. It's a two for Brody Fisher, but 2 points that Carroll feels like they really needed right now in a low possession game. As Bishop Dwenger takes the timeout.
Yeah, they just found a soft spot in the defense right there, and Brody Fisher's just able to lay it in for the easy 2 points.
While we have a moment, don't forget, Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. If you're looking for specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration, turn to the experts at TJW Industrial. Find them on Freedom Way or online, tjwindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA, and earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge Training Program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. Thanks to all of our great sponsors who have made tonight's broadcast possible, including the ones that you see rotating through on the right side of your screen while our scoreboard is live. Make sure you say thank you to all those great sponsors for supporting high school athletics on Summit City Sports. Minute 25 to go in the third quarter. It's a 9-point Carroll lead as we're back from the timeout.
Homestead leads Southside after 3, 52-39.
Wow, so Mac Welker and the Spartans finding a groove at Southside, looking to hand Coach Foster's group their first loss of the year.
You mentioned Mac Welker. He currently has 15 points, but 4 fouls on the board for him right now.
Okay, so yeah, that's definitely something to keep an eye on in that Homestead Southside game going to the fourth. We're a minute 7 away from headed to the fourth here.
Dwenger's got to find some points here on the board. 2 long stalled offensive possessions that did not turn into any points. We'll see what they do right here.
Kaufman floats it in the corner. Dykhuizen a couple of big threes in this quarter already. Give him one more. Luke Dykhuizen buries it.
That one was Tommy Dykhuizen.
Tommy Dykhuizen, excuse me.
But hey, they can both shoot the three.
Yeah,
so.
they can. Clearly.
Both been a huge factor in this game along with George Pori and company.
Final 30 seconds of the third quarter. And again, Carroll has had the final shot of the first and the second. They want the final shot of the third. Up by 6. Benedict ball on full display. 8 seconds. Lambert in for Herring. Herring floater finds the bottom. Dykhuizen short at the horn. And we will head to the fourth quarter with Carroll leading Bishop Dwenger by 8. A good one at Dwenger tonight. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
So I tell the truth all the time, ain't got no sympathy for no. I admit that I'm rich and I'm lit. Jumping up on stages, I get 200 occasions, but I ain't really the game up. We make shut they trap down. They see how I made it, I'm the reason they won't rap now. See me out in traffic, make a hater pull his head down. Biggie's OG salute me, a stylist can't even style me. The robbers probably won't get me on my pin, I Lamborghinis. The youngest turn in my city, they try me, I get it cracked. Some of this still would happen if I never started rapping. My people don't steady.
8-point Carroll lead. Fourth quarter from Bishop Dwenger High School. SummitCitySports.com. Live on YouTube as well as the IHSAA Champions Network. Jerry Matheny, Caden Linder, glad to be with you. Megan Vogelweed running our camera tonight. Mason Vogelweed. Megan? Not quite. Mason. Appreciate him being here as we've got 8 minutes to decide a winner between Dwenger and Carroll tonight.
Don't knock out the Saints yet. This one's still a tight 8-point game. We'll see if Dwenger is able to get some points on this offensive possession.
Big offensive possession to start the quarter for Bishop Dwenger. Makes it a 6-point game.
Yeah, nice move inside right there from Casey Piper. Just able to lay it in off there and turnover.
Pori runs the floor himself. Offensive foul on the push-off from Pori. And it looked like Coach O'Leary knew it right away.
Yeah, just unfortunate right there. Just got a little too physical right down low, and they needed that bucket right there from Pori.
So a 6-point game. Just 30 seconds off the clock in the fourth quarter. Both teams trying to get to above 500 in the SAC, just 3 conference games in. Van Order's 3, that was offline to say the least. And now the student section letting him hear it. Pori against Powell. Ooh, almost had the and one. He'll get 2 free throws instead.
It might be the first time we've heard the student section all night.
Yep, I really think it has been, and I'm a little bit surprised. They go up probably 7, 8, maybe 9 rows. But a lot of socializing, not a lot of paying attention to the game probably. Pori's first free throw is in.
You said that right.
Things have changed a little bit.
From football season.
From football season to basketball season. Oh. I remember that Dwenger football game at Carroll this year and how loud that student section was in a 9-6 ball game.
What a game from Lucas Nguyen, man.
Yep, and we have not had that same energy here tonight for basketball. Middleton gives it up to Miles Herring. 7 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Saints have charged out of the fourth with a 5-0 run. And it's getting louder all of a sudden. Student section joins the clapping. Middleton floats to Herring. 30 seconds in this possession already for Carroll. Middleton, the 3, off the iron. Huge offensive possession upcoming. Pori catching fire off the heel. Offensive rebound, though. Extra effort leads to the Kaufman 3. No, but a foul underneath. Heck of an effort from Lewis Morris to give Dwenger an extra chance.
Omar just a little too physical right there on Casey Piper, draws a huge foul for the Saints, and they'll retain possession.
Omar's 3rd personal. There you see a little bit more of the student section for Bishop Dwenger. Piper, and 1! Saints can make it a 1-point game. 6:13 to play in the fourth.
Huge play from Casey Piper. Just works his way inside, uses that big body up front, lays it in off the glass, and has a chance for 3 points.
So Piper with 1 free throw to try and make it a 1-point game. Dom Kieferl back in for the Chargers.
Huge play for Oregon right there. Indiana's going to head off the field and punt it away.
A 4th down stop for Oregon. Looked like Fernando Mendoza may have actually lost that football somewhere in the process and got it back. Still 14-7 Hoosiers in the Peach Bowl. 1-point game here, 6 minutes to play in the fourth. Lambert 3. Would have been a big shot, can't get it to go, and now Bishop Dwenger on an 8-0 run to start the fourth quarter.
Halftime update, Lures 35 and Concordia 22. Carmani Davis with 12 points.
Ball was deflected there into the backcourt, so no over and back. Tommy Dykehusen bounced it. Morris nearly had it poked free. And now Brody Fisher reaches in. And there's that Dwenger student section.
Things starting to get a little physical over here. Don't let that bother you if you're the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Keep playing how you've been playing, and you'll find your way back into this game only down 1 point.
Kaufman into the backcourt. Hands off, Pori. Driving in, short angle, no. Morris fouled, and he's going to go to the line. A chance to tie and to give Dwenger the lead.
Yeah, if you look at that last play right there when Pori was driving around the inside, he had 2 defenders on him. They were going to not let him get that bucket, but nice way to find Morris to get him to the line to get points to take the lead.
Miles Herring's first personal foul. 5:18 fourth quarter. First free throw doesn't go.
Yeah, Carroll's averaging around 51 points per night, just a little bit short right now, but a very physical basketball game between these two SAC opponents.
Morris missed them both as Dwenger had a chance to tie or take the lead there.
It is a huge possession for Carroll right here if they want to extend this lead.
5 minutes to go in the fourth. A whistle away from the basketball, and it looks like Kaufman is going to pick up another. His third. Bishop Dwenger already in the bonus.
That's going to be a huge factor down the stretch, as the fans weren't happy about that one.
Thought maybe Fisher had pushed off there. They go to Brody Fisher. He spins baseline. We've got a foul, offensive foul. Fisher got his arm looped around the head of his defender, pushed him out of the way, and a good call by this officiating crew.
Yeah, great call right there from the officiating crew, and timeout called by Carroll.
Chargers want to talk things over. That was a player control foul, so we should not have free throws coming out of the break. We'll see. Officials discussing. It is a 1-point Carroll lead. 4:52 to play in the fourth quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Well, it looks like the Hoosiers just made another big play as Dante Moore had some problems. As we see the replay, Moore throwing a ball to the outside, got hit by his running back. The ball comes out, and IU just jumped on top of it. Immediate red zone possession for the Hoosiers.
Yeah, great defense from the Hoosiers so far in this playoff run. A great win over Alabama and the Rose Bowl. Now off to a nice start over the Oregon Ducks. Dan Lanning is not happy.
Couple of early turnovers for Oregon, and again, instant red zone for the Hoosiers as IU's got it first and goal. It is a 1-point game here with 4:40 to play in the fourth quarter. Moore. For Morris. Oh, we had a timeout for Bishop Dwenger before that shot went up. Looked like we were probably getting a foul underneath with Morris on some good inside positioning, but instead, more time to talk things over for Bishop Dwenger.
Looks like it, and that's going to be huge because Dwenger has got to find the right shot. You got three really good three-point shooters in Kaufman, Dykusen, and Pori. And for Carroll, you got to play that defense. Use the size to your advantage, get down low, draw the fouls, and come out of here with the W. We'll see who's able to do that here now.
Well, if you're just joining us, we had a lot of points scored in the first quarter of this game. 22-16 at the end of the first. And since then, we've had basically that many points scored the rest of this game. End of the third quarter was 37-29 Carroll. You see the scoreboard now, 37-36. Bishop Dwenger, 7-0 run to begin this fourth quarter. 4:34 to go in the fourth. Saints basketball underneath. Bishop Dwenger is in the bonus for the rest of the way. Pori for the lead. Off the iron and out. Keefe roll, defensive rebound. And now we'll see how patient Carroll is on this offensive possession. Van Order still hearing the remnants of his last air ball. He's fouled going to the paint here. Carroll basketball underneath.
61-48. Spartans have the lead over the
Wow.
Southside Archers.
And even with Mac Welker in foul trouble, they've figured some things out for Coach Johnson's squad. Brody Fisher inside here. Tough angle, but then a foul on Bishop Dwenger going after the rebound as Middleton got his body inside. Hoosiers just scored. Kalon Black rushing touchdown. And the point after is good. 21-7, IU leads Oregon. Second quarter, midway through the second quarter. 4:16 to play here. Carroll inbounding underneath. Fisher inside. Kieferl, couple of chances at it. He draws the foul, and now both teams are in the bonus for the final 4:10 of this game.
Yeah, that's going to be nuts going into these final 4 minutes. It's going to be who can stay out of foul trouble, who can make the shots, who plays better defense, and we'll find out momentarily.
And a lot of times when you get in games that are like this down the stretch, it's all about free throws. Kieferl hits the first. And cannot believe how the scoring has just died off in this game. 22-16 after the first. Those are the first points of the quarter for Carroll. And they come midway through the fourth. 3-point Charger lead, 4 minutes to go.
It is a huge possession for Dwenger if they want to either tie this lead or cut back into it.
Pori, patient. Can't finish though. Just not friendly on the bounce off the iron.
Yeah, looks like Brandon O'Leary wanted a foul on that one. Just did not get it from the official.
Van Order for Kieferl. Drives inside. No. Fisher, yes, on the putback.
Yeah, nice play right there for the Chargers, just using that big body presence, and that's what's hurting Dwenger right now is Zach Lehrman's going to check back in.
Get it to Pori, catch and shoot. Oh, almost had the short side bank. Off the mark though, and now we'll go down to about 3 minutes to play. Carroll with the basketball. This is key time for the Chargers to start running this clock a little bit. 3 minutes to go.
That's what they're going to look to do right here.
Fisher, midi, short. Kaufman rebound. Pushing the floor for Dwenger. Dykhu's in, inside for two. Luke Dykhu's in the bucket. We're back to one possession.
Yeah, he's having a nice game so far. Huge three-pointers, gets the nice two bucket to fall. It's a three-point game here at Bishop Dwenger High School.
Kieferl in for Fisher. Good look. Dom Kieferl finds his big man.
Yeah, they're going to do that the rest of the night, just looking down low because he's got a size advantage. Brody Fisher standing 6'5".
Down to 2:15. Ooh, Pori, soft touch, couldn't get it. We got a foul underneath, and Miles Herring headed to the other side for free throws. Piper picks up his first. But it is bonus time for Carroll. 2 free throws for Miles Herring. Bishop Dwenger made it a 1-point game. But the Chargers have had the answer as of late. Missed the first free throw for Herring. Zach Lehrman finally gets back into the game. We said that with about 4 minutes to go. He was at the scorer's table.
Yeah.
Longer possessions. Herring missed them both. Door still open for Bishop Dwenger. 2:07.
Got to have some points here if you're Bishop Dwenger, either cut into the lead. See what they do here.
Dykhu's in. Loose ball. Lehrman had it for a second, then he bumped into Fisher. And Brody Fisher heading to the other side. Now, the other thing for Dwenger is like not the end of the world because at least the clock has stopped here with Carroll having possession. Lehrman's fourth. If Carroll can't hit their free throws, it'll continue to leave Bishop Dwenger in a spot where they can get back into this game again.
Yeah, they've been kind of struggling from the line here tonight, but that one falls for Brody Fisher. But if you're Dwenger, can't let these fouls give up. Take the easy shot, come back into the game.
Fisher 2 for 2. 7-point Carroll lead. Minute 50 to go. Kaufman and company got to hurry. Pori, Dijkhuizen, well contested, missed it. And a foul on the rebound sends Bishop Dwenger to the line. So it's Lehrman shooting 2.
2 huge free throws for Zach Lehrman.
Middleton's third personal. Again, both teams shooting free throws the rest of the way. Lehrman good on the first. So final 4 minutes of action. Free throws become very important as Morris is going to check in for the shooter if Lehrman makes this one. But Carroll 4 for 6 at the line in the last 4 minutes. 1 for 1 for Bishop Dwenger now. 1 for 2, Fisher defensive board. Now Lehrman's got to be careful as well. He's got 4 fouls. Pori, reach in. His third, and now Middleton will shoot free throws. So it has become a free throw game.
That's what ultimately decides most of these games nowadays, and Chargers using that to their advantage.
First free throw falls for Middleton. Back to a 3-possession game. Tommy Dijkhuizen back in.
Yeah, it's looked like the Peach Bowl out there is all red right now, and Dijkhuizen checks back in. They need all the shooters they can get if they want to cut into this lead.
Middleton hits them both. Lincoln Powell back in for Carroll. They're going to bring Fisher out because of the adjustment by Dwenger. 1:35 to go in the fourth. Inside, and Middleton reaches in, sending Dwenger back to the line. I mean, it's just become a foul fest in this last minute and a half.
Yeah, you said that right.
These are the kind of games you just don't love to see down the stretch. 2 free throws for KC Piper. Brody Fisher back on for the Chargers. Couple of subs for Dwenger after the made free throw. Jordan and Morris back in.
See if Carroll just tries to let this clock kind of run down, but Dwenger playing some press defense. They want the ball back.
Full court pressure. Kiefrel finds Van Order. Fisher backs it out. Minute 10 to go. Inside, Kiefrel drew a foul as he probably could have gone up for an easy 2 there.
Had the easy shot, but want the foul. Stop the clock. If you're Dwenger, that's a good thing, but
yeah.
Bad thing is they have the chance for 2 points.
109 fourth quarter, 2 free throws for Kiefrel. Powell back in. Piper returns for Dwenger. Tommy Kaufman also back on for the Saints. It's just an endless revolving door right now with all the fouls adding up. Two for two for Dom Kiefrel. Minute 5 to go in the fourth quarter. 9-point Carroll lead.
Got to hit a shot here if you're Dwenger.
And Pori does. Inside, gets the lay-in to go. That'll force a timeout from Coach O'Leary. And it's a 7-point Carroll advantage just inside the final minute.
Brian Avery, Director of Champions Together for the Indiana High School Athletics Association. Champions Together is a program that partners the IHSAA and Special Olympics Indiana. It is designed to provide opportunities for students with and without intellectual disabilities to participate together on fields of play and in other activities throughout the year. Unified Sports, an important part of Champions Together, allows students who might not otherwise have the opportunity a chance to represent their school in interscholastic sport and compete for an IHSAA state championship. Unified Sports currently exist in roughly 1/3 of IHSAA member schools, and that number is growing. For over 10 years, Champions Together and Unified Sports have helped promote relationships between students with and without intellectual disabilities, increase graduation rates and school attendance, and improve the culture within our schools. To learn more about what is happening in the inclusion revolution, visit ihsaa.com.
7-point Carroll lead over Bishop Dwenger. Fourth quarter's got 59.6 remaining. Chargers run the baseline on the inbound, get it to Van Order. Van Order for Middleton, and up ahead to Kiefrel. Going to have to foul at some point if you're Bishop Dwenger. Kiefrel
there it is.
Is fouled, 48.6, so about 11 seconds come off the clock. And a chance for 2 free throws for Dom Kiefrel. Kiefrel sinks the first. Lincoln Powell back in for Carroll. Kiefrel hits them both. 48 seconds to go. Saints are going to have to hurry. Pori skips a pass all the way to the corner. Dykehusen, oh, he got the foul call, and Dom Kiefrel can't believe it. But impeded the landing zone, I'll say.
Way to go up for contact for Tommy Dykehusen. Now you get a chance for 3 points cut into this lead, but
yeah, feels like it's just not enough right now for Bishop Dwenger, and they
almost
continue to miss free throws.
A little too late.
So another free throw upcoming. Last 3 minutes. Carroll 7 for 9 at the line. And Bishop Dwenger's 3 for 6. Two for 3 on this trip. 38 seconds to go. Van Order gets the inbound. He'll get across half court. Fisher is fouled, 32.5. Charlie Becker just scored a touchdown, and Indiana is putting it on Oregon right now. 27-7. Hoosiers lead the Ducks.
Yeah, Fernando Mendoza is the happiest man in the world.
Yeah, that's maybe not the prettiest Heisman campaign ever, but Mendoza won it, and the Hoosiers are just flexing their muscle right now on Oregon and everybody else. And Caden, I don't know if you remember, you're a little bit younger than me, but not too long ago, TCU and Georgia played in the national championship game that was ugly. Something's telling me Indiana might make their national championship game a little bit ugly if they get there.
They're looking like the 2022 Georgia Bulldogs right now.
A 3. Dykehusen fouled. It is good. And don't write Bishop Dwenger off just yet. 26.9 to go.
5-point game. About to be 4.
Subs. So an and one free throw upcoming for Luke Dykusen to try and make this a 4-point game somehow. He does. Bishop Dwenger fighting back. Kieferl fouled. 26.1 to go. This has been the longest 3 minutes in high school basketball history.
It's going to be back and forth for a little while.
Kieferl with 2 more. Missed the first. Piper back in. Kieferl. Missed them both. Got to hustle. Piper rebound.
Yeah, that's huge for Bishop Dwenger.
Pori launches the 3. He hits! Unbelievable!
That's what you like to see if you're George Pori and the Bishop Dwenger Saints. What a shot.
And it is a 1-point game with 19 and a half seconds to go. Well contested by Powell, but it didn't matter.
Don't count out the Saints just yet. George Pori, what a shot.
Pori hits the humongous 3. Dwenger cuts the lead to 1. I cannot believe they're still in this game, Caden.
It's unbelievable, man.
And Pori, pouring it on, hits a big-time shot.
The Saints got a chance. We got ourselves a game with 19 seconds left.
A 1-point game with 19 seconds to go. Full court pressure, got it into Van Order. He nearly lost it. Foul called. And Carroll shooting free throws on the other side.
Dykusen just about had a piece of that, but it's going to send Carroll to the line to shoot 2.
So Jack Van Order, 2 free throws.
And the student section's going to let him hear it while he shoots these 3 throws.
Van Order, the first of 2. Short. Carroll has missed their last 3 free throws.
That's played a huge part in the Saints' comeback, so he misses this one. We got ourselves a chance for a game-winning shot.
The place has come alive.
Right when you needed it to.
Van Order missed them both. Kieferl offensive rebound. And Dom Kieferl is fouled. 15 seconds to go. Carroll missed 2 of them, but Kieferl gets the O board.
What a play from Carroll right there. That is humongous, but you got to make the free throws now.
And it's just getting even louder in here. 4 misses in a row for the Chargers at the line.
Make that 5.
Kieferl's missed 3 of them. Exactly 15 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Kieferl 1 for 2. Dwenger basketball. Timeout, Saints.
Yeah, that's a good call right there from O'Leary. They're going to want this last second shot. Now, if you're Dwenger, you got to go to one of your shooters. Pori, Dykusen, Kaufman, but you got to look in Pori's way. He just hit a big one on the right side. Let's see what O'Leary does.
And you wonder, Caden, if the way this sets up for Bishop Dwenger here, you just said it, you would love for Pori to be the guy that gets the final shot. But can you work the ball onto the right side of the floor with Pori over there and maybe swing it back for Dykusen? Because either one, Tommy or Luke, they've been able to hit the outside shot tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen it all on the floor, but yeah, you got to give it to one of your shooters here. We'll see what kind of defense Carroll brings out on this potentially last possession.
Yeah. exactly 10 seconds. In the event of a jump ball, possession arrow does favor Carroll. No timeouts remaining for Dwenger. Carroll's got 3 if Coach Benedict needs to use it, but these are the moments that help teams in March. And when it becomes sectional play, could be a big game.
Yeah, Dwenger got in a similar position last year in the overtime loss in the sectional round. Let's see what they got here.
10 seconds to go. Dyke Husen inbounding. No timeouts. He gets it in. Now back to Dyke Husen. Pori, 5 seconds. Inside, wide open lay-in goes. And we are headed to overtime.
Wow, oh my goodness. That almost looked like it wasn't going to go in.
Thought maybe he left it short. Let's check it out. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. And yeah, he is wide open in there, but man, he almost didn't have it.
Good pass in front. I believe that was Pori with the feed down front. He wanted the shot, but he saw him wide down open, and that's huge for Dwenger. We got overtime.
It's KC Piper wide open underneath. And we are headed to overtime. We'll welcome you back in 30 seconds.
From the PSM Sports Therapy. I have a message for college athletes. Don't let an injury slow you down while you're home from the holidays. At PSM Sports Therapy, we know athletes, and our team specializes in treating them. Whether you are recovering from surgery, dealing with a nagging injury, or just want to make sure your body is right for your upcoming season. Take advantage of your break and schedule your sessions today. That way you can get back to campus feeling stronger than before. Check out our website at psmsports.com or call us at 260-266-4007 to get scheduled.
KC Piper hits the shot to send us to overtime. 53-53, Dwenger and Carroll. OT period number 1. Hope you didn't have any other plans tonight. No Hoosier football for you all. It's Carroll and Dwenger, 4 minutes to decide us a winner. Overtime number 1 begins. Bishop Dwenger basketball. Both teams are in the bonus the entirety of this overtime period. Pori, no. Fisher grabs the rebound, sends it up the floor for Miles Herring, right to the cup.
I think
and Carroll's in front.
That's going to be the story of this overtime, is who's going to win the rebound battle, who's going to be able to outman in the paint. Carroll's off to a nice start early.
Pori for Piper. Hands it back off for the lead. No. Offensive rebound, Piper. Pori thought about it. Drives inside. Little runner instead. Rimmed out. Lehrman, second chance. He's fouled.
Huge play from Zach Lehrman. He struggled all night against Brody Fisher. Gets a huge rebound over 2 Carroll defenders, and now he's at the line to shoot 2.
2 free throws. Chance to tie this ball game up with Lehrman at the line.
Score update. Homestead beats Southside 67-59.
So Southside suffers its first loss of the season. The Archers were number 12 in the latest poll. Homestead number 14. So number 14 goes in to number 12's building and gets the win. 3:12, 3:10 to go. Dwenger missed both free throws, and then they end up fouling Carroll here. And the Chargers to the line for 2.
Here comes the Dwenger faithful.
Van Order, cool as the other side of the pillow, good on the first. Indiana has turned Oregon over again.
And this Hoosier offense is unbelievable. Signetti's done a great job.
Van Order hits the pair. 3:10 fourth quarter. Chargers back up by 4, but remember, Carroll led basically this entire game. Dwenger forced overtime.
He's got to be able to hit a shot here. 4-0 start right now for Carroll in this overtime period.
Piper handed it off. Fisher poked it free, and the Chargers get a stop.
It's huge for Carroll, not good for Dwenger. They need a stop right here if they want to come back.
Inside, Brody Fisher went to his move, shimmies the shoulders, and lays it in.
Once again, just working in on Zach Lehrman. That's a mismatch you don't want to see. And, yeah, Carroll's on a roll right now.
Herring takeaway, runs the floor, and he's fouled. What a response from this Charger group in overtime.
Yeah, an unfortunate fourth quarter from the Chargers, and they've come alive right now in overtime.
Lehrman's 5th as he was charged with that one. He's going to have to come out of the game for Bishop Dwenger. Miles Herring at the line shooting 2 with 2:26 to go in the fourth. Herring hits the first. Hoosiers look like they just scored a touchdown, and it's Elijah Surratt. 34-7 IU.
It's not even halftime
Who
yet.
would have thought? Herring 2 for 2. I think everybody kind of assumed, like you did, Caden, and I did too. Like, second matchup against the same team, how good the first one was, it would be close, but IU just pouring it on.
Yeah, it's crazy to think.
Kaufman missed the lay-in. Carroll could go up by double digits here in overtime.
Looks like they're discussing if he was down
prior to hitting the goal line, maybe, for Surratt.
Either way, it doesn't matter. But
Yeah. Inside to 2 minutes to go. Kaufman into the corner. Dykhues in 3, no. Could have been a big one. Morris offensive rebound, going straight into the chest of Fisher, and he traveled. And he's got to be careful. Yep, technical foul on Morris. Can't slam the basketball onto the court after a whistle. So technical free throws coming for Carroll with 1:42 to go. And hey, we talked about that sectional game coming into the opener. I didn't realize it was going to play out basically like that one did last year.
Yep, this one's looking like a similar cause. It's an unfortunate call right there, and that's going to hurt Bishop Dwenger if they want to come back in this game.
Because not only is it 2 free throws, but it's also the basketball for Carroll with 1:42 to go. I will say I am very impressed that the Saints have made so much progress from last year to this year.
Yeah, only one win last year as a group. First-year head coach Brandon O'Leary and a young team, and they've all stepped up, rose to the occasion. They got 3 wins this year, looking for their 4th. And, yeah, this team has stepped up tremendously. Very, very much better than last season.
And some resiliency, a little bit of extra fight. That ball goes off the back of Piper on the inbound. So doors still open. Pori for 3. Fisher defensive rebound. And then another foul on the Saints. And that's where Bishop Dwenger's got to be. We're at the point of the game where you got to be a little bit more careful when you're giving away fouls.
I agree. You're down 9 right now. Potentially might go down 11. And your chances of winning this game are dwindling the moment you foul.
It's got to be forcing the issue on pressure as opposed to giving up free throws to the Chargers. Brody Fisher, good on the first. Chargers knocking on the door of a doubleheader sweep tonight, although it was not easy here in this second one.
Especially that fourth quarter play.
And we've got another foul on Bishop Dwenger as Miles Herring was sent down to the deck.
Yeah, it's a lot of foul calls right now for Bishop Dwenger, and they had a really nice fourth quarter showing, but these Chargers came alive in overtime when it mattered most.
And that's why I think there will be a little bit of discussion probably in the Bishop Dwenger locker room tonight between the coaches on, if we get in that situation again, are we going to try and draw up a 3? And I think maybe that was what was drawn up was a 3, but Piper was just wide open on the inside.
I think that was the plan too, but George saw an opportunity to get a bucket, tie it, go into overtime, and that's what he did.
Unfortunately for Dwenger, overtime has been controlled by Carroll. Minute and a half to play. Piper missed it. Fisher rebound. And he's called for the travel, trying to spin that ball out ahead.
Not done yet for Dwenger.
No.
They still want to come back to this game, but the chances are low, but don't count them out. They came back in that fourth quarter, sent this game to overtime.
Yeah, Carroll can't deliver that knockout punch right now. Pori. I just don't agree with that foul call necessarily, but it's going to be 3 free throws. It's on Fisher, his third.
Pori's had a great night tonight. Clutch shot in the last moments of the game and found a wide open KC Piper low, but once again, this Dwenger team just cannot overcome this overtime.
Substitutions. Henry Jordan.
Second of 3 free throws upcoming for Pori. Now one more to try and make it a 9-point game with 1:20 left in the fourth. Three for 3 at the line. 9-point game with 1:20. And Kieferl, I mean, not even a second came off the clock there. We've got to be playing a little bit different defense if you're Dwenger right now.
Yep, that's another foul, and that's going to send Carroll to the line to add 2 more.
Both teams were already in the bonus when this overtime period began, and we have just had foul after foul after foul here in OT.
The Indiana fans are starting to pour on this Oregon team, and they're looking to go to the national championship. But I don't want to say anything too early, but
yeah,
that Miami defense is pretty good.
See if Oregon can do anything before the end of the first half, but doesn't look likely. Kieferl, second free throw. We got a lane violation. Won't matter. Oh, no, they call it off. They say Fisher was in the lane. So no point. Carroll cannot close the door on Bishop Dwenger tonight.
Not right now.
Pori, good look. Yes!
Dykusen, another great shot.
Dwenger got one timeout back for the overtime period. They take it right there. 65-59. Mason's falling asleep. This game's taking so long.
Long game, but Carroll just can't find a way to close it out right now. Dwenger's trying to fight back, and O'Leary uses his final timeout. Let's see what he's got cooking up over there on the sideline. But yeah, if you're Dwenger, you're drastically improving your basketball program, and better start to since last year, only winning 1 game, now 3, potentially 4. But a great game overall for the Saints over the Chargers, but it looks like they might just come up short.
It is halftime at the Peach Bowl. All Hoosiers. IU 35-7 over Oregon.
What Cignetti has done, taking these 3 stars and turning them generational, is one he'll never forget.
Turnover. Dykehusen looking for help. Found his brother. Jordan for three. Front iron, no good. Van Order rebound, and he is fouled with 59.5 to go in the fourth. We've got more free throws coming.
This has got to be a record for free throws in a high school game.
Feels like it, that's for certain. It feels like we're sitting at a record for fouls in the fourth quarter / overtime, too. 2 free throws for Jack Van Order. This is where the Chargers have to slam the door shut.
Van Order averaging 13 points a night.
Hasn't been quite as effective tonight, but these can matter down the stretch. Van Order hits them both. Final minute. Pori, deep three, short. Kiefrel tried to throw it off of Dykehusen, and it's out of bounds, stays with Bishop Dwenger.
Looks like Dwenger wanted a foul on that, but won't get it.
Not sure what the officials are waiting on right now. Deep inbound, Dykehusen pulls up, left wing, three, rattled off. Fisher, defensive board, ahead for Van Order. He'll send it up the floor to Kiefrel. 40 seconds to go. And a little push-off foul there called on Kaufman. He's been in some foul trouble. That's his fourth.
Number 10, Tyler Kaufman, his fourth.
Kaufman thought that was his fifth. That's why he was yelling at somebody else to come foul. Kiefrel shooting 2.
Shooting 1. Down.
Kiefrel missed the second. It's still a 9-point game. Pori. Tough shot. Herring rebound. Middleton got around it, and then he got bumped into with 23 seconds to go, and that is an intentional foul, which means free throws coming for Middleton and the basketball for Carroll.
Yeah, that was unnecessary, I will say that.
Frustration, I think.
That's a good way to put it.
Casey Piper charged with the intentional foul, so Middleton's going to get the free throws, and Carroll will have the basketball as well.
It also looks like Dwenger's going with a whole new squad. That might be pen to paper.
So full line change for the Saints, waving the white flag, so to speak. Middleton's second free throw is good, and now Carroll should be able to just inbound this ball and
call it a day.
Call it a day, yeah. Chargers will go to 6-5, 2-1 in the SAC. Dwenger will drop to 3-6, 1-2 in the conference. Van Order going to hold it. 11-point Charger lead, down to the final 10 seconds. Carroll defeats Bishop Dwenger 70-59. Your final score. Chargers improved to 2-1 in the SAC. Brody Fisher is your PSM player of the game.
Yeah, great game for him overall. Great game for the Chargers. A battle towards the end of the game, and Carroll hangs on in a close one. Dwenger almost had the victory, but Carroll, able to hang on. Great game from the Chargers. Great game for the Saints, and This is SAC basketball, so
yeah,
conference. Excited to see what these two teams have to come in their future.
Conference basketball at its finest here tonight. An overtime winner for Carroll over Bishop Dwenger, 70-59. Your final score for Caden Linder, as well as our cameraman Mason Vogelweed. I'm Jerry Matheny. We'll see you next time. Chargers with a doubleheader sweep over Dwenger.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.